coming up to standing, and we're going to do the 7 sounds of love, which was created by Chloe Goodchild from The Naked Voice. And this is very good for energizing the body, getting rid of stagnant energy, and we do movements and sound together. So the first sound is sa, and we'll just do the sound first. Sa, sa. And the movement for sa is both feet together. You could have them hip distance if you find that easier for balance. And then one hand over the other, just below your belly button. And your gaze is down toward the floor. So the chin slightly in toward the chest and the gaze is down. So this is sa. Sa. And sa is very grounding. It works our base chakra, which is the colour red. And then we go into re. And re, the movement, we take usually our right leg out. I'll mirror you. I'll do my right leg, so I'll be opposite. And you take the arms wide and the palms facing forward. So this is re. So it comes from sa, sa, into re. Re. And with re, you lift your gaze slightly. So sa's gaze down, sa, re. And then ga. So we've got sa, which is our base chakra. We've got re, which is our solar plexus. No, base, sacral. And then this one is our solar plexus. So the first one is sa, red. And then we open up into re, which is orange. You don't need to remember this. It's just for if you were interested in knowing what the colours were. And then we've got ga. So this is my favourite. So palms are facing up. Bend your knees, making fists as you draw the arms in, kind of just above the hips, about here, draw the elbows back. Ga. So let's start from sa. Sa, re, ga. Let's have a practice of that ga, so arms out. Ga. And then back out for ma. So here we've got our legs slightly bent. Ma. So let's start at the beginning. Sa. Sa. Opening that right leg out, palms facing forward as the arms spread. Re. Arms out in front, straight legs, and then bend the knees as you bring the arms into just above the hips and the making fist. So sa, re, ga, and then ma. So it goes up a little bit each time. Ma. It's a bit like do, re, mi, fa. So let's start with sa again. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa. So pa, arms open, pa. At the beginning. Sa, re, ga, ga, ma, pa. Did I miss one out? So we've got sa, re, ga, ma is the heart, which is out in front, and then pa is the throat chakra. Pa. Let's go off from the beginning. Sa, re, ga, ga, ma, pa, pa. And then we bring our hands together, just in front of our middle of the eyebrows, and reach the arms forward. So your gaze would come just across the top of the fingertips. And feel free to adjust if you need to. If you can't hold your arms up, just adjust and adapt as needed. So from the beginning. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da. And then it goes ni. and then above the top of the head, arms wide, sa. And as you make this last one, gaze up if you can, and palms slightly turned up toward the ceiling. Sa. From the beginning. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. Let's see if we can come back down the other way. So we start high. Sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa. So we flow through those a couple of times, going up and coming back down. Practicing our sa, re, ga from the beginning. So gaze down, feet together. Sa. Taking the leg wide, palms facing forward. Re. Keep the legs as they are. Reach the arms forward, palms facing up. Bend the knees as you come into ga. Ga. Ma. Pa. Pa. Arms wide. Lovely. Da. Bring the hands together and the gaze is just over those fingertips. Da. And then on the top of the head. Ni. Arms wide. Sa. Sa. Ni. Da. Pa. Ma. Ga. Re. Sa. Sa. Re. Ga. Ma. Pa. Da. Ni. Sa. Sa. Ni. Da. Pa. Ma. Ga. Re. Sa. So we're going to come back up, sa, re, ga. And when we get to the top, we're going to sing How I Love You, coming back down. How I love you, how I love you. Okay, so from the beginning, sa, re, ga, all the way up to sa, and then coming back down, how I love you, how I love you. Palms together, not palms together, palms in front, just below the belly button, gaze down. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. How I love you. How I love you. How I love you. Straight back up into our sa, how I love you. How I love you. How I love you. So we're going to come back into our how I love you. This time we're really singing that to ourselves, saying how much we love ourselves. It can be quite emotive. Give it a go. How I love you. How I love you. Let's do that a few times, singing to ourselves from our heart. How I love you. How I love you. How I love you. How I love you. Singing to a loved one. How I love you. How I love you. Singing to everyone in the world. How I love you. How I love you. And one more. How I love you. How I love you. Pausing, breathing in deeply, and breathing out completely. Breathing in deeply, breathing out completely. Allowing the breath to return to its usual pace. Release the hands if you're still holding them, and taking the legs a little wider than hip distance apart. Bend the knees. So we're just going to imagine ourselves grounded down into the earth beneath us, connection of our feet to the surface beneath us. Breathing out anything that you're holding on to that you wish to let go of. And then gently straighten the legs. And if you have the eyes closed, open the eyes. So that's the 7 sounds of love.